Okay, Mochi, what happened last time?
Bro, I have never ever goldfish. You can't ask me that.
Mochi, what happened last time?
I don't remember. Give me a clue.
Gaku died.
Oh shit, you're right.
Honey! I got slayed!
Goodness. What else happened last time? Well, we chose... Last time was like we chose to stay in the school, and then Gaku died, Sure died, and... Yeah,
And I nearly died again.
Yeah. And then we fought... Like, no one trusts us except for second to last Defense Academy, Hiroko and Tsubasa. Takamaru trusts us now because we took a blade for him. Yeah. And there's this... Oh, Veshnes shows up early, right? And I think we just decided to capture Ava as well.
Right.
And we got hit with the triple battle after yeah. After all that. Right after saving Ava, we collapsed again. Because we reopened our wound or something.
Up and out of troops! Get prepared to spend... Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved...
I woke up to the familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. This time, she noticed right away that I was awake and... Mochi leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room even longer than last time before finally coming to a stop.
What?
And then she just stood there in a daze.
What's wrong with her?
I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. Why are you so surprised? Didn't this exact same thing happen before?
You were out for 13 days the last time. It's even a little more than 2 days this time. Can you believe me?
That means today is...
Day 24.
What time? Well, I guess I don't need to ask. The morning announcement just played. Nozomi nodded.
Whoa. Logic?
See, are you feeling
I'm
better?
a detective.
Oh.
I'm fine.
Stop putting on an act, okay? Remember what happened during the last defensive battle?
I do.
You
as long as I
died.
don't force myself to fight like that day, I'll be fine, see?
See, really?
Yeah. Despite my confident reply, Nozomi still seemed unconvinced. By the way,
No.
what happened to Ava after I passed out?
Well, she refused to tell us anything.
What? But she promised to give us intel if we spared her life.
We reminded her about that promise as well, but then she said...
Who's voicing Ava? I don't think we decided.
Eva!
It's Ava. They
You said
pronounce
you-
it Ava.
you said
Eva! Eva!
They pronounce it Ava.
Eva.
Well, they're wrong!
Is that stupid?
We will pronounce it the way the name is pronounced in game, okay?
Oh, the game is incorrect. JT, go.
Okay, hold on. How should I do this? How should I do this?
Oh no.
Don't eat the mic!
I'm not gonna tell you anything because the offer to share intel was made to Takumi, your team leader, not you.
Well, that doesn't sound like...
And that's why she's refusing to say anything until you can go talk to her, I guess.
Damn it. What's she trying to pull? What is she trying to pull?
Your leg. Ha ha! Ha ha!
Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria together, where the other 7 who had fought in the battle 3 days ago were gathered. When they saw me, there was a lot of shouting, squealing, cheering, and happy noises as they congratulated me on my recovery. Although it felt a little more subdued than their reactions 3 days ago. Then again, I did wake up from a 13-day coma that time. Still, the celebration went on for quite a while. I ate my first meal, liquids only for now, in a long time while being surrounded by their warm and welcoming voices. I went back to my room for a break. Now then, there was really no question what I was going to do next. I have to find out who Gaku's real killer is. I didn't believe the real killer was one of us. That meant I had to find a way to prove that the killer was someone from outside the school. In any case, if I could prove my innocence, I could regain the trust of the 4 holdouts. Then they would join the future battles. Guess I should start investigating. I decided it was time to pay everyone a visit and ask questions.
Free time.
Tsubasa I get, but what are you doing here, Takamaru?
Yeah. I was hungry and see the screen order.
Yeah, I didn't look up. I wasn't looking, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Loading.
Because
Yeah,
it does something.
yeah, I was yeah, I thought I should, head around to the hospital. Yes.
Don't worry, Josh.
Because
I'll take it. Because she said she found something cool, duh. What is it?
Oh my god.
There was a box of junk inside this garage. I rummaged through it and found this.
What's that?
Oh my god! It's an MP3 player.
Oh.
You. It's a voice changer. See that patch thing on the tip of the people?
Oh, I can
Stick it to
see.
your throat, and you can use it to freely change your voice to anything you like.
That's an iPod.
You can make it. That's what I said. You can make it go higher, lower, or smooth as butter. Also, if you have a small sample voice recording that's long enough, you can make yourself talk with that voice too. Isn't it cool?
Sure, but what is it even doing here?
You know, like, if this was something from, like, Danganronpa, I would totally believe you. But deadass, what is that doing here? Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Screen still is frozen.
Damn. Maybe whoever used this place left it behind? Who would that be? How the heck would I know?
What are you doing here, Takumi?
Oh, right. I told them why I was there. Investigating Gaku's murder, huh?
I think you're looking in the wrong place. We don't have anything new to share.
We were all fast asleep in our rooms when he died. We couldn't have possibly seen or heard anything or anyone suspicious. Any personal guesses? Like, do you know if anyone had a grudge against Gaku? They turned and looked at each other.
Everyone.
Takumi?
Are you thinking one of us is the killer? No, that's not it.
I already told you. The culprit is an outsider who's already escaped outside the wall of fire after killing Gaku.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I don't want to be suspicious of anyone anymore. Ain't gonna make that mistake again. He was probably referring to the time when he suspected I was the killer. Okay, thanks for sharing your thoughts with me. After saying that, I turned to leave. Kurara and Kyoshika, what are you two doing here?
So, this is where this Gaku person was killed?
Oh, sorry. It was weighing on our minds, so we came. You came?
Everyone here is such a dimwit that it's highly unlikely they missed a vital with a piece of evidence or two.
Highly likely, Mochi.
Did I say that?
You said unlikely.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Highly likely. They. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I swear I said likely.
Oh, so you're here for the same reason I am.
Are you investigating the case as well, Sir Takumi?
Yeah, do you want to help me out since you're already here? I want to re-examine the scene of the crime. Like, what, 16 days after it happened? We searched the room together,
Yeah.
but found nothing of note.
Enlighten me.
Did you investigate this place immediately after the murder took place?
Yes, before we cleaned Gaku's blood off the floor, but we didn't find any clues that could bring us closer to the identity of the killer then, either.
How about the murder weapon?
Despite our best efforts, we haven't found it yet. It's not in this classroom or anywhere else on school grounds.
What about the threatening note given on the digital blackboard?
Was it erased?
Yeah, it was making us uneasy, so...
That was a stupid thing to do.
We could have used the handwriting to pinpoint the killer.
They weren't wrong. By the way, there's something I need to ask you. I asked them what they were doing between the night of day 4 and the morning of day 5.
Wait, are you suspicious of us?
Not really, it's just...
I was sleeping in my room at second to last defense academy, of course.
Outside, in my own room, that is. I can't believe we're on your list of suspects. Look at me. I'm the very
Epitome of innocence.
Hey, what's that look?
I mean, have you seen yourself?
More like the epitome of I've got nothing to hide.
You were gonna say. You were gonna say.
You were talking about my mask, right? Are you telling me to take it off? No, absolutely not. This mask stays on no matter what anybody...
Right before she
That's
finished
what
her
the mask
sentence,
is for.
Kyoshika snatched her mask away, revealing Kurara's face. She held the mask up high before throwing it onto the ceiling catwalk.
My mask is gone. Where did you hide it?
Kurara kept looking around in a panic. It didn't seem like she noticed Kyoshika had thrown the mask away. That didn't really matter. What did matter was her exposed face. It's Kurara. Oh no. I was just thinking how you looked the same in the other timeline too.
Why are you different? This is the face I was born with. I don't know what you're trying to say. This face is too cute to be natural, right? I swear I never did anything to him.
Modest queen.
Who cares about the mask? I feel naked. Look at me.
I believe I just saw Takamaru taking your mask from her. Oh my god.
Oh, she a liar.
Perjury.
That bonehead. Give my mask back to me. That's in my room.
She dashed out of the classroom, shrieking away.
Oh my goodness. Why, my, her actions are as adorable as her looks. We ought to let her run around like that for a while.
Yoshika disappeared after saying that. Now alone in the classroom, I doubted I'd learn anything new by sticking around. I guess I should go too.
Oh, I had my
Right
screen
now,
under
Ferrara's mouth being at the top of the building is gonna be part of some weird ass clue.
Hiroko and Yugamu? What are you guys doing here?
Wait, I know! They're gonna climb up, they're gonna find a murder weapon up there.
Their husband and wife. La, 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 la,
Oh,
la.
I was
hold
on a
on.
completely different.
Nothing questionable. I just always feel calmer next to dead bodies.
That is
So true.
extremely questionable if you ask me.
No, it's not. Oh,
I
nice.
do not know why, but I just found myself wanting to come here.
Do normal people find themselves wanting to come to a morgue?
It's a lot less questionable than coming to the morgue to feel calmer next to dead bodies.
Hee I can't see the screen again.
Even I can agree with that. Yugami put his hand over his mouth and giggled.
What about you?
Oh my god.
I told them I was investigating Gaku's murder case. I see. So you're here to re-examine the corpse.
I doubt there's anything new to discuss.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt. With that, I started investigating Gaku's dead body again. I didn't make any new discoveries, just like Hiroko said. What was the cause of death? How about the murder weapon? Have you found the knife?
Not yet.
Wait a minute. Why is Yugami suddenly acting all detective-like? I'm just curious. Don't mind me. Let me see. You already told us the estimated time of death when we were at second to last Defense Academy.
Yes, between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 5. Before you ask, I was sleeping in my room at that time.
What about you, Yugamu? What? What were you doing between the night of day 4 and the morning of day 5? Is that relevant to the case? I'm just trying to cover all the bases. Please.
Restart stream.
Okay.
Okay, but what if he actually was doing your phone between the night of day 4?
He was on a satellite? Dang.
Needless to say, I was in my room at second to last Defense Academy during that period of time. Or perhaps I should say, I was in dreamland, but I was sleeping like the dead. Ah, right.
Whoa.
Why do you ask?
Oh.
Because...
Are you hesitating to say that out loud? Then I would do so on your behalf. Because you are an assassin, Yugamu.
Ah, yes, that is certainly a reason to be suspicious. However, I am much chagrined. I do not revel in meaningless murder. Indiscriminate killing goes against my personal code.
It does not match up with my moral. Shut up. There's always the possibility that Gaku was someone special to you.
Impossible.
Oh?
I have never met this Gaku when he was alive. Of course,
I've never seen this man a day in my life.
I have no evidence to back that statement up. All I can do is plead for you to believe my words. I trust you.
Oh, I can see now.
I didn't hesitate to answer because I had seen Yugamu and Gaku's relationship in the previous timeline. There was just no way they had met each other before this. His statement about not killing meaninglessly was quite possibly true as well. In the previous timeline, Yugami never killed any of his allies and never showed any indication that he wanted to. Your trust in me is heartening. He smiled a little as he said that. Well, I guess I'm done here then. Thanks for listening to me. After thanking them, I turned around and left.
No worries, brother. Anytime, brother. You
Okay.
just say my name, bruv, and I'll be there. Oh my god, it's me. I've decided to speak her as like a valley girl. Wait, hold on.
Look at
Oh my god, Tsukumi! You regained consciousness!
Yeah, the battling you is what caused me to faint in the first place.
Sorry about that. Like,
You're actually apologizing to me?
why wouldn't I? You saved my life.
I heard you were really standoffish to the others.
That wasn't my intention. I merely said I wouldn't be sharing any information if Takumi wasn't there, wasn't here.
within a
I can read
grade.
English.
It was pointless asking Ava for information about Gaku's murder case, so I asked her for information about the enemy instead. I'm here now. Tell me everything useful you know.
Useful.
Yeah, like the enemy's HQ, like the enemy HQ's location, invader types, number of troops, your war strategy. At that, Ava's face suddenly clouded over.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little bit unwell.
A fading
My
illness
condition!
now? Give me a break.
I'm not feigning, it's true.
That wasn't what you promised. I came here alone like you asked, okay?
Alone?
Does it look like there's anyone else with me?
No, that's not what I was wondering about. It's just, I never asked you to come alone. All I said was I would talk once Takumi was here, you know?
What do you mean?
Whatever it is, I don't think I'm able to talk. Please leave me for now. What? That's such an awkward thing to say.
Ava was clearly feigning illness, but there was nothing I could do to make her talk. Her prison cell was
oh my
locked.
god.
I won't be able to go inside without the key, and it's not like I can force her to spit out the information I wanted even if I could.
Hey!
This is
Stab her.
ridiculous. I cursed and kicked a pebble as I left the courtyard.
Dude, like, I'm sorry. I want to tell you, it's just that I'm a little bit unwell, you know? Like, girly.
Hey guys, what are you doing here?
Listening to the calming sound of running water.
This.
And trying to make ourselves as comfortable as possible.
Comfortable, huh?
What about you?
Oh, actually, I told them I was investigating
actually-
Gaku's murder case.
Actually.
Well, that's got nothing to do with us then, right? That Mariko kid was killed here between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 5. Both of us were at number 2 that day. But just in case, number 2 as in poo-poo.
What?
All things too long to keep repeating, so I shortened it.
You two were shitting at that time?
That's their alibi. They were together.
They were shitting together. What the
It was also taken to call this place number 1. The official name is Last Defenders Academy. Shortening it to Last and sounds strange, so we settled on number 1 instead.
Listen, shit,
Got it.
Academy.
Thanks for explaining.
Hey, are you suspecting us?
Of course not.
Actually, it's not completely possible for one of us from number 2 to have done it.
Thanks, Nozomi.
What?
Any one of us could have used a school bus to travel to and from here overnight.
Oh, now that you mention it. Bedtime is at 11 p.m. Someone could have set off at midnight after everyone else had fallen asleep. They pushed the bus to its limits. It would have taken about 3 hours to get it.
When the time arrived, what around 3 a.m. If they took only 30 minutes to... Excuse you?
Sorry.
If they only took 30 minutes to finish the job, they could have left number 1 by 3:30 a.m.
And returned to number 2 at around 6:30 a.m. Just before the morning announcement at 7 a.m.
Also, someone from number 2 coming here wouldn't have triggered the wall of fire's intruder alert.
That's true. Wait, and you're telling me this as members of number 2 yourselves?
Oh, sorry for shooting my mouth off like that. It's just, the incident doesn't quite feel as real to me because I never met the victim.
Just in case, I asked them what they were doing between 11 p.m. on day 4 and 7 a.m. on day 5. And as I had expected, the answers were the same.
Getting together.
I was sleeping like a log in my room.
Me too.
Oh, how convenient. Everyone is sleeping.
I mean, what
Yeah,
else can
they're
you
not gonna-
really say?
Yo.
You could say, I was murdering Gaku at 3 o'clock.
What
How
are you guys
convenient.
doing here? At my question,
Oh,
the 4 of
God.
them tensed up and looked at each other.
Oh, they're gambling.
Nothing in... Damn, why are you looking so sassy? Nothing in particular.
Nothing in particular, honey.
You were just bored. That's all.
Lots of things making you really not bored here.
After hearing their
Oh.
reply, I informed them that I was investigating Gaku's murder case. They were taken aback.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Gaku was killed in the early morning on day 5.
Almost 20 days have passed since then.
Whoa, quick maths.
Why now?
Because he's been in a
Because you
freaking
guys said you
coma
wouldn't
this whole
trust
time.
me until I sniffed out the real culprit, remember?
Does that mean you're suspicious of us?
I didn't say that. It's actually much better if I can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we're all innocent. The more people we can confirm are innocent, the sooner we can prove that the killer had never been one of us to begin with, right?
I see your point, but I'm afraid that will be difficult to accomplish.
Why?
Nobody from Group 1 has a verifiable alibi. Oh, Group 1 as in the original members of the LDA Special Defense Unit,
Yes, Kako, we got that.
whereas Group
No,
2...
Group 1 refers
Oh.
to Nozomi and Yugamu and all the... refers to
Oh.
the 5 members from second to last Defense Academy.
Wait, Sister. But you and I have ironclad alibis.
Because we were sleeping together in the same room? That doesn't hold any water from an objective point of view.
Holy shit. Kaku's
It's just as
destroying
Erica
evil
said.
with facts and logic.
Testimony of a sibling doesn't count. Miss Almia, you're distrustful of us too? Who said that? You dummy, but that's here.
And what if you looked at possible motives?
Motives?
Like, is there anyone among you who had something against Gaku?
Talk to me. Are you really expecting someone to say yes to a question like that?
Yes.
Besides, as Mr. Ginzaki mentioned just now, Mr. Maruko was killed in the early morning on day 5. At that point, we'd only known each other for 4 days. Hardly enough time to develop a grudge deep enough to stab someone that many times over.
I don't know. It was annoying.
And that's the truth!
Yeah, I guess.
That's why I believe there's no point trying to solve this case by looking at motives. That murder was carried out by a lunatic. That's the only way for it to make any sense.
Ato.
Which means the prime suspect would be...
The craziest lunatic of us all, the man, the myth, the meme himself, Takumi.
Hey!
Why me?
Because you killed Mr. Atsuki so easily, just like that.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
without any proof.
How many times do I have to explain? He betrayed us in another future, and that's why.
Would you say that to the police?
She's so true, though.
Would that even hold up in a court of law?
Oh my god.
I killed him to stop him from carrying out a crime in the future.
Doesn't that sound like a good defense to you?
It was the same old
Insanity.
argument that wasn't worth repeating, so I didn't bother continuing. I simply sighed deeply, shook my head, and left. I finished talking with everyone. Sadly, I didn't manage to unearth anything new. While nobody in number 1 had an alibi, they didn't have a motive either. Nothing's changed about this, but the 5 new members from number 2. I've realized any one of them could have been the culprit. They could have taken the school bus to and from number 1 and number 2 overnight. They could also enter without triggering the alarm. All this investigation had done was throw more names onto the suspect list.
Wow.
The murder weapon was still missing, and the killer left no trace at the scene of the crime. In short, there are 0 clues to go on. How do I even continue the investigation like this?
You should ask Gaku.
I sighed and collapsed into bed.
Worst detective.
The day drew to a close, and night slowly took over. How do we
You never
figure
know
out
when the
who did
invaders
it?
will then.
We don't, because we also get murdered.
Siro's carefree voice faded away into the darkness, only to be slowly taken over by a cold silence. It was in that silence that I found myself heading to a certain place. The courtyard,
What? Oh. Oh, that's me.
where Ava was being
Hey,
held.
out.
I went close to her cage and stopped just in front of it.
Takumi, is something wrong? You look very tired.
I'm not. You're just imagining things.
Well then, why are you here? When Shoma was bringing food to me, he told me about Gaku. He also shared a lot of other things with me. Bodily fluids. I'm aware of ridiculous.
Josh.
Holy shit. Lie to yourself, Takumi.
What?
The truth is, you think the killer is among the 12 of you, right?
No, I don't.
Please, you can be honest with me. I won't tell anyone. Lies. I'm the only one you can remove as a suspect because I only arrived here 3 days ago. What? Oh. It's literally impossible for me to have killed Gaku. Really? If I had managed to slip in somehow without triggering the alarm, I wouldn't have stopped at Gaku. In short, I am the only one in this school that you can trust right now. That's a bold claim. You've come here because deep inside, you know that too. Am I wrong? What is this turning into?
You may be right. The words
Good
spilled
lord.
out of my mouth before I could stop myself. I couldn't even be sure if I had meant what I said.
You and I are the same, Takumi. I don't trust my allies either. They bully me. Especially not Feshness.
Why is
She
that?
bullies me. She steals my lunch money. That battle 3 days ago. She was supposed to send reinforcements for me. But they never came. She was using me as bait.
Bait? She nodded and continued talking.
She should have seen me being caught from where she was located. But she didn't do anything. Because that was her plan all along.
Wait a minute. I thought Veshnus was dead?
That is what everyone seems to believe. But is it really true? I'm of the opinion she is still alive somewhere out there. Takumi, here's the straight truth. As opposed to the gay truth. There's a bomb inside my body. The detonator is on a joint on my left-hand pinky finger. Moving it in a particular motion triggers an explosion. Oh dear. Anyone standing within a 25-yard radius at the time will be blown to smithereens. Please relax. I don't intend on going through with it. If I did, I would have done it a long time ago. Kiss me, Takumi. Anyway, Veshnus ordered me to do this. If you get caught, blow yourself up in front of everyone in the Special Defense Unit. I was not to humiliate myself by becoming a prisoner of war.
But you didn't do that.
My orders were to detonate in front of everyone. I was to blow up every single member of the Special Defense Unit. I didn't detonate the bomb when you apprehended me because the other 4 members were on the rooftop. Ooh, quick maths.
I get it now. And that's why you wouldn't offer any intel until I came.
But you came alone, which defeated the purpose of the request. Yeah, I was so upset. You were all supposed to come together.
That was Veshnus's plan, huh?
Yes, to allow you to capture me before detonating, taking out everyone in the one fell swoop. That's why she didn't send reinforcements.
Ava clenched her jaw and lowered her head.
JT, your voice is going to lull me to sleep.
Her eyes brimming with tears. Okay,
I'm just really sad.
I understand the situation now, but why are you sharing this top secret plan with me?
I wasn't lying when I said I was feeling unwell this afternoon. It was bothering me that much. Ooh. I had to choose between lying to you and eventually killing everyone here, or telling you the truth and joining your side. Marry me. The weight of that decision made me feel so ill.
But in the end, you decided to side with me.
Yay. Because I could never betray. Oh no.
Whoa, what happened to Josh? Okay, Machi, you take over. Oh, is Josh back?
Hello, hold on. I was randomly disconnected. Hold on. One more thing. Your eyes. When I look into them, I sense something familiar.
Something familiar?
Solitude. It dwells within me. What the fuck does that mean? Those lonely eyes were what drew my heart to you. Oh my god.
Her words weighed heavily on me. It felt like something I was trying to desperately keep hidden had been forcefully exposed. Yet instead of panicking, I felt a strange sense of relief deep inside. I may have been unknowingly putting a barrier between myself and the others because of my suspicions. It truly felt like Ava was the only one I could open up to, because she was the only one I could say with absolute certainty didn't kill Gaku.
By the way, aren't you going to ask me about our armor?
No, I'm not in the mood for that right now. I probably wouldn't remember anything anyway.
Then may I ask for a favor?
Go on.
Can I have a sandwich? Please, return my mask to me.
Your mask?
The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. My people highly value our masks. We consider them as part of us. Yeah. Without it, I feel exposed.
Fine. Your mask, right?
And a sandwich. Yes. Thank you so much.
After leaving Ava, I went back to my room. I had mixed feelings about our conversation. A chaotic mix of slight relief, intense guilt, and great confusion.
Hey!
With a loud cry, I jumped into bed and resigned myself to a sleepless night ahead.
Sorry, I just imagining him being like, hey, and then like belly flops into his bed. Aggressive type shit.
Gator! Prepare to be ready to give your...
After waking up to the usual morning announcement, I walked out of my room straight into Tsubasa.
Good morning, Takumi. Heading to breakfast?
Yeah, hey, can I ask you something?
Recess stream. What is it? What is she wearing around her neck? Is that a glow stick?
No, I always thought it was like a whistle thing.
I think it's a harmonica.
One of those. Girl. If that ass looks like one of those like, you know, those glow sticks you find on like lifesaver jackets.
Right.
It's a vape.
Whoa.
Do you know what
Look
happened
at
to
her, it's
Ava's
a
mask?
Eve's mask?
Yeah, that thing she was wearing on the battlefield before she revealed her true face.
Oh, that. It's being kept somewhere in the garage.
Great, thanks. I'll go grab it later. Immediately after saying that, the door to the stairwell flung open and Kyoshika came charging over. She quickly ran over to us with a strange look on her face and said,
Something disturbing has been discovered in the classroom on the first floor.
Something...
Disturbing?
You must come immediately. Everyone else is already on their way.
I followed Tsubasa and Kyoshika to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon arrival. What? No way.
Yo.
Again?
I love this route.
It was a repeat of
Do
day
you want
4.
to play a game?
Somebody had used red spray paint to write something on the digital blackboard again. The only
That's
difference
not how you use a digital
was the
blackboard.
content of the text.
I was gonna say.
This time, it
Defeated the whole
said,
purpose.
let's play a killing game.
Ah!
Who found
Yo.
it first?
'Twas I. Upon discovering this foul scene, I immediately set off to inform everybody of it.
What are you doing here in the first place?
Yes, well, I'd wished to retrieve Lady Kurara's mask for breakfast.
It had been left on the ceiling catwalk since you flung it there yesterday?
Yoshika, you shall pay for this later!
Kurara was already
Yeah.
wearing her mask. She must have retrieved it before the rest of us came running in.
Who would write something like this?
Isn't it obvious? It's the same bastard who wrote the last threat. The same one who killed Gaku. I have hair in my mouth.
Are you sure? This handwriting seems a little different.
It's so funny. The first one is like old English cursive type shit, like Shakespearean, and this one is like edging into
school.
Comic Sans. Yeah,
The government
My
funded
dear
public
sister.
school.
stop.
My dear, the sharpened perception pierces through everything.
So, someone else wrote this?
Who?
Wait,
Who?
could it be Ava?
No, I don't think that's possible. When I delivered breakfast to her just now, her cage was properly locked.
Who has the key?
Fantastic.
I do. It's the only copy in existence. Also, there is a special IC chip embedded inside that makes it possible to duplicate. We can think about the offer later. I'm more curious about this killing game supposed to be referring to. Which part of killing game is so hard to understand? It's a game where you kill or be killed. It still doesn't make sense. Who plays? What are the rules? Where? How? When? Why?
Suddenly,
Never
Shuma
played
raised his
Danganronpa,
voice.
clearly.
Everybody look, there's something the teacher says.
It's like a tape recorder.
I guess we should listen to it. I swear if it's our voice.
Lol.
I pressed play and an eerie sounding voice came out of the recorder.
The game has officially begun. Like the blackboard says, let's all play a killing game together. The name of this game
I wish that-
is The Invader Hunt.
What?
I wish that they put Monokuma's voice. Missed
So true.
opportunity, honestly.
The message continued. Anyone willing to participate should gather in the leisure lounge at 7 p.m. All who refuse
Oh,
to join
let's
the
go.
game will be eliminated. That is all. With those eerie words, the voice stopped. Silence prevailed. We could have heard a pin drop. We were all frowning, although nobody said anything. The last note hadn't been a prank. Siri was destroyed, and Gaku was murdered. This note could have been written by the same person. His last words especially kept echoing loudly in my mind. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated.
By the way, Kaka, you mentioned something about the handwriting and it's supposed to be different from the last. Maybe the culprit deliberately changed it. We should keep that possibility in mind.
Too soon to be jumping to conclusions about two different culprits when the MO is the same.
So, Kaka's a murderer on the move again?
Basically, this could be from the same person who killed Gaku. If so, we might be able to find their true identity by joining the game. But that option came with major risks. The monster who destroyed Siri and slaughtered Gaku was behind it after all. Join the game despite the risks, or try to keep everyone as safe as possible. We had
Oh
until
dear.
7 p.m. to decide what to do, but it didn't seem prudent to delay our decision until the last minute. We had to stay united, all of us. For that to happen,
You're not
I had to clearly express my opinion on the matter first, as team leader. But what was our best option? Should we join the game, or ignore it completely? I thought long and
dear.
hard about what to say, and then I made my decision. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This. Ooh. Damn.
How much do we want to turn this into Danganronpa?
I want to turn this into Danganronpa. I love
I have no
Danganronpa.
idea what to pick. Okay,
If we use.
I mean, the ultimatum is basically, if we say no, then we'll all be killed, right? But then...
Who will die regardless?
but then if we say yes, it's like, I don't know if we
Okay,
should
no,
be
no, no.
agreeing.
If we say no, there's always gonna be those few very like cautious people that be like, "Well, I'm gonna join anyway," type shit, you know? Because you're just saying what you want to do. Half the people don't even listen to you, anyways.
So what should we pick?
So it's this feels like a. You didn't even let me finish.
No.
You bitch.
It's your future.
I'm going to join the game.
What are you gonna say, Mochi?
I don't remember now. Fuck you.
I mean, we
can always go
We
back.
can just make the decision again.
You
Right.
can't start a
So-
whole route.
Okay, so what decision do you want to make? What were you saying?
I don't remember.
You're like, half of them aren't gonna listen to us.
No, it was right before. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I got so upset.
Come on, Roger, you can't let emotions cloud your judgment, okay?
Shut the fuck up. Go stand outside and face the wall for 5 minutes. I don't want to talk to you.
The
Okay.
naughty corner.
Okay, but which decision should we make?
I don't know. Ask JT. He's a
JT,
smart one here.
should we
Hmm.
agree to their demands or not?
I feel like it'll be easier to figure out who set this up if you do join.
Right.
Regardless of whether this person is the same person who murdered Gaku and killed Sire, but it'll clarify one person who's being crazy.
I guess
think-
so.
I'm going to join the game.
Feeling determined,
Takumi.
I voiced my intention to participate.
Ah.
Will you all join me? So I can say, now it sounds like we're the one that set this all up. Will you all join me in this invader hunt?
He's making it sound like he's asking them to marry him.
Oh, no. Have you lost your mind, Mrs. Savino?
Yes.
Participating in a shady game like this would make us just as Mr. Maruko, jumping into the fire and getting stabbed for it.
We might end up getting slaughtered just like Gaku.
I know it could be dangerous, but I think ignoring the invitation would be even more dangerous. We ought to accept despite the risk.
Hey, Takumi, let's think about this rationally. Who knows what kind of monster is behind this? Anything could happen if we join some insane game like this, man.
Hey!
I more than understand the risks of participating, but I still want to know. I want to know who killed Gaku. I want to know who put us in this situation. I thought things would be different without Eito secretly manipulating us, but apparently I was wrong. Someone had destroyed Sire and killed Gaku, all in the space of one night. Gaku's death plunged us all into paranoia, and we haven't been able to come together since. Who could possibly be doing this? Everyone, please, I'm begging you. Even if just this once, go along with me. Please, join the game with me. I bowed my head while shouting my pleas, trying to show them how serious I was. But I didn't get the reaction I was hoping for.
Sorry, Takumi, I can't. It feels like a trap to me.
I'm out too. There's something so vulgar about using a game to encourage murder. Damn. A group of strangers all killing each other without any love behind it. It's no better than a hedonistic orgy.
Huh? Did Pokemon say orgy?
Oh, simmer down, you stupid perv.
Got him.
I'm out too. The audience hates to see a team turn on each other. Turn on each other like that. My life may be worthless, but if I die, I won't be able to see my dog Leo again.
God damn.
This is bad. This is really bad. At this rate, I'll be the only one playing.
Kill
How
yourself.
do I convince everyone that this is the right move? What do I have to do? Before I could say anything
Kill
more.
yourself. This is what we've been waiting for, folks.
What? I'm gonna play the game, obviously. I mean, duh. Opposite killing games about to go down either way. Finally, the god of killing games has smiled on me and broken the chains binding me to this pitiful, tedious life. Anyways, I was about to fall asleep. Anyways, that's why you're all going to join. It's mandatory.
Yeah, right, I'm not fucking doing this.
We can't start killing each other. We're here to fight invaders. Excuse me? If you guys keep acting like such wusses, I won't get my killing game. We need at least a double-digit player count or it's not going to happen. And I need it to happen. I've been waiting for this. I'm so sick of this lame tower defense game. I want us to kill each other. Do it!
Do it.
Do it.
Oh god. We're all gonna do it, right?
Darumi vociferously urged everyone to play. But
It'd be
the
so
more
funny if
she
she's actually really
insisted,
bad at killing.
the more it turned everyone off.
Oh god.
What utter foolishness. It's not entertaining this nonsense. I'm not entertaining this nonsense anymore.
Disgusted, Kurara left the classroom. The others followed soon after.
If you want to kill each other, do it by yourselves.
I won't stand for this. Cinderella's and I are going back to our rooms.
Yes.
I've always wanted to storm out a dramatic half like this.
Cliche.
In the end, the only ones left standing in the classroom were Mache.
Oh, sorry. Huh? What's wrong with them? Not playing? Like, defies the laws of nature.
Myself, Darumi, and Hiroko. Hiroko, are you going to play the game too? I'm shocked. I didn't think you'd have any interest in something like this.
Don't misunderstand me. I have no interest at all in playing the game itself. I just want to make sure.
Make sure? Hiroko fell silent, refusing to elaborate. She does tend to be secretive. Well then, the three of us will meet in the Leisure Lounge tonight. The message said anyone willing to participate should gather in the Leisure Lounge at 7 PM. Well, with so few participants, it's entirely possible the game will be cancelled.
No, my long-awaited killing game is slipping through my fingers. Oh my goodness.
Hiroko and I went back to our rooms, leaving Darumi behind to wallow in despair.
Despair?
Jay, do you know what I've realized?
What?
The more classes I have nothing but to observe, the more tired I am.
Yeah, because you're doing you're just sitting there. Mostly.
I'm not gonna lie. Can you give me a recap later?
Sure.
I'm literally falling asleep as I'm reading Darumi's lines. Like mid-sentence, my eyes are closed and I'm like, sure.
An invader hunt.
So my bad.
I was lying in bed, contemplating this mysterious game that we were supposedly going to play. Why would whoever wrote the message invite us to join a game? What kind of game did they have planned? Or was the announcement itself a trap? I was racking my brain, unable to figure out any possible intention behind all of this, until suddenly... A visitor? I opened the door and came face to face with Darumi. Darumi? What's up? Hey, why aren't you saying anything? Darumi continued to stand there, not speaking so much as a single word. 1 minute passed, then 2. 3 people isn't enough. Finally, she spoke. A killing game with only 3 people? That's just not gonna work. The joy of a killing game is that there are a ton of participants, and a lot of dying. 3 people do not a massacre make. I mean, forget Royale. That's not even enough of a battle to get excited about. Totally impossible, like way impossible. She was muttering to herself, but I more or less understood her point. So you're saying there's not enough people to hold a proper killing game? I've literally been saying that this whole time.
Hey!
Really? I didn't notice. I got the feeling that this announcement only exacerbated Darumi's emotional instability. Normies always do this. They're like so happy to do an athletic meet or a talent show or whatever, but if you suggest a killer game, they're like, ew, no way. That's probably because they don't want to die. At this rate, I'm not gonna get my killing game. And have that.
So
if it gets cancelled, it's so over. You're... You have to help Takumi. Tell them how important this is and convince them to play. Are you kidding? There's no way they'd listen to me. Even just now, they barely paid any attention to what I had to say. It'll be fine. Just stand in their doorways and keep putting on that peer pressure. They'll cave eventually. You mean like what you're doing to me right now? It might be dumb and useless, but even I can handle staging a sitting. I mean, I did stick around my parents' house for basically my entire life without ever running away, no matter how much my brother and my daddy yelled at me to leave. Though I
Yikes.
guess that was mostly because I didn't have anywhere else to go. What do I even say to that? Hey, you'll be in charge of convincing Takemaru, Shoma, and the twins. Your job is to flip them to willing players before we're supposed to meet. You have to get them to play, no matter what.
God.
Darumi stormed away without giving me a chance to object. Man, why is she so pushy? But now that she's asked, I can't just do nothing. I don't want the game to get cancelled either, so I guess I should try to encourage everybody to join. I'm supposed to persuade Takemaru, Shoma, Ima, and Kaku, huh? Of the four, Takemaru seems the most likely to hear me out. He looks like a hard ass, but at his core, he's genuine and kind. He might be willing to listen if he sees that I feel strongly about this. Okay, the first one I'm gonna try to convince is Takemaru. That settles that. Now to think of a way to get him to join. He's probably against it because he's wary of what might happen. His concerns are valid. The monster who slaughtered Gaku is behind this after all. I get why he'd want to avoid a confrontation, but if we don't participate, we may never find out who's really behind all this. I can't let that happen. I want to catch whoever killed our friend, no matter what it takes. Gaku might have been a careless, sneaky goofball, but he was one of our own. He didn't deserve to die.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive whoever killed him. I'm going to find them, and I know Takemaru feels the same. Maybe I should get him to remember how he felt when Gaku was murdered. But how do I do that? How do I get Takemaru fired up again? How do you reignite the rage in someone's heart? No point in trying to figure this out on my own. I should ask around and see if anyone has any ideas.
How to fire up Takemaru.
You wish to know how to ignite the fire in Takemaru's heart? I recommend giving him stickers.
Stickers?
Oh my god.
A while back, I was messing around with a cute character sticker on Takemaru's awesome biker jacket. It was completely overcome. What the fuck do you think we're doing to my jacket? That's the window. If you ever transition, you better so I can cure and that's exactly what he screamed at me. If I were to describe his countenance that day, he looked like an angry temple spirit or an active volcano. So indeed, the sticker will set him ablaze.
I don't think it had anything to do with the sticker. I think he just got mad you messed up his clothes. This doesn't seem like it's going to be useful, but I'll try to remember anyway. Takemaru is very serious about his biker outfit, noted. What are we gonna do?
How to get Takemaru fired up? Wrestling, obviously. When you're locked in fight and exchanging pure energy, pure soul energy with another fighter, your heart will be on fire. Come and experience it for yourself, Takumi. I'll spar with you.
Sorry, Moko, but now's not a good...
Too much of a to put your butt on the line and fight?
Oh, yeah. Man, I picked the wrong person to ask. Moving right along. Kevin.
How to get to... Talk to me. You're asking the wrong person. My IQ is... I couldn't possibly know.
Can you stop the self-deprecation for a second and really think about it? What gets him worked up?
I have no idea. I'm too scared to even think about it.
Ashura is completely terrified. It's pointless trying to question him further. Darumi, what are you doing here? Can't you tell? I'm pretending to be a corpse. Duh. A corpse? If we're going to play a killing game, then all of the useless nobodies like me are probably going to die first. So I thought I'd better practice being dead. That way I'll be a cool corpse when the time comes. I see. Good luck with that. You should look at Gaku's body and practice too. He's a perfect example of how we're all going to end up. The moment I saw Gaku's body, I had an idea. This should work. I'm sorry, Gaku. I'm going to have to move your sheet. I pulled down the sheet draped over Gaku's body and came face to face with his brutalized corpse.
Damn, Takumi, you better watch yourself.
Then, I took off his jacket. It was splattered with blood and covered in countless holes. The criminal stabbed him over and over with a knife. I felt like I could feel Gaku's pain and agony just by touching his jacket. They won't get away with this. They're going to pay. It filled my heart with a sense of duty and conviction. If I show this to Takemaru, we'll remember how angry he was when Gaku was murdered. Yugamu, what are you doing here? I came to chat with that Eito out. Oh, there you go.
Yes. I came to chat with that Eito Altsuki guy. I'm terribly intrigued by him.
Chat?
No.
He's a dead body.
Corpses are surprisingly articulate. You can learn so much just by looking at them. I knew the moment I laid eyes on his body, he was a brilliant assassin in his own right. Oh, I would give anything to have met him while he was still alive. I'm freaky.
Come on.
Oh, here we go. Takumi, did you bring it?
Bring what?
My mask, you fucking idiot. You promised me yesterday.
Oh, that's right. She asked me to give her mask back to her yesterday. Sorry, Ava. I just don't have time for that right now.
No, I've been waiting so long. Takumi, are you gonna break your promise to me? You're mocking me because you know I'm just a helpless prisoner.
Calm down. I'll be sure to bring it when I'm done. Just wait a bit longer, please.
You promise? You really will? If you don't, I'll break down crying.
She incessantly confirmed again and again that I would actually bring it. That mask must be incredibly important to her. Okay. How to get Takemari fired up? Isn't he always fired up? I mean, is he ever cool or composed? But don't you think he's been holding back a bit too much lately? Normally, I'd expect him to be the first to jump at an opportunity to do this invader hunt. I mean, even Takemaru has to hold back sometimes. I mean, how many of our friends have died so far? Eito, Gaku, and even Siri's just a heap of scrap now. What are Siri's remains doing here? I'm connecting what's left of him to the PC in the war room to salvage whatever data I can. I figured if I can access his confidential information, I can learn how to fix the corpse recovery drones, and maybe I'll even be able to get some information on whoever destroyed him. Huh? So you're basically doing an autopsy? Yeah, I'm sure even Zero regrets that this happened to him, so suddenly, I feel like I need to make his death mean something at the very least. I felt my chest clench as I stared at Zero's remains. I'll never forgive whoever did this to him. They have to pay. An incredible rage was coursing throughout my body. Tsubasa, do you think I could borrow him? I guess so, but what for? I'm going to show him to Takemaru. The person who did this to Seri was more than likely the same person who murdered Gaku. Takemaru might remember his rage when he sees this.
I'm gonna have to start screaming.
We're just building a bunch of objects to make him
Like
angry.
triggers.
Yeah.
This is so toxic.
Well, if it isn't the village idiot right on cue, what is wrong with you? What's your problem all of a sudden? Why are you so angry? Obviously because you're a complete and utter moron. You want to play some killing game? You're such an uneducated street rat, I could puke. She's worried about you, Takumi. We were just talking, and we think you're not thinking rationally. Takumi, it's not too late. You can rethink this. I know you have your reasons, but playing such a dangerous game is madness. Even a sick necrophile like you should know a killer game is going too far. Try to wrap your pulver brain cells together long enough to generate a spark, and think about why you shouldn't value your freak fetishes over your own life. She was being unnecessarily cruel, but Kurara was worried about me in her own Kurara way. I appreciated the sentiment, but... sorry, but I've made up my mind. I'd gladly accept the risk for a chance to confront Gaku's killer, and nothing would change my mind. Okay, these should be enough to convince him. Gaku's jacket and Zero's remains. Holding onto them tightly, I barged into Takemaru's room.
Oh dear. Whoa, Takumi, where's your manners? You can't just let yourself in.
Takemaru, sorry to smug this on you, but I have something I want to show you.
What is this? It's all fucked up and full of holes. And real dirty too. Covered in dark stains.
That's Gaku's jacket. He was wearing it when he was killed.
Dude, that's disgusting. When he was killed? You mean these stains are his blood? No, that's not the sauce. You asshole, why would you show me this?
Yeah,
oh wow.
I know. Nobody wants to see this, but we can't hide from it. It's got all these holes in it, see? Because he was stabbed with a knife over and over, brutally.
That motherfucker stabbed him this many times? God damn it! Gaku must have been in so much pain!
Takemaru's
This is
eyes
so
were
ridiculous.
bloodshot as he stared at the holes in Gaku's clothes. He was shaking with fury. Here's where I get him once and for all.
Oh my
And
god.
this is what's left of Siri. The person who did this was more than likely the same person who murdered Gaku. He might have been a machine, but I know he suffered. He was torn to shreds.
Takumi, what the hell are you trying to do here? I know I owe you one, but I won't hesitate to fuck you up if you're just here to mess with the bodies of all our dead friends.
No, That's not it. I just wanted to ask you. I looked Takamori dead in the eye. It's very likely that whoever is inviting us to play this game is the same person who killed Siri and Gaku. The killer who did this to our friends is throwing down a challenge. I moved closer to Takamori. Takamori, listen to me. Are you sure you want to run away from this game? If you back down now, you might never get another shot at catching whoever did this.
I can't let him get away with this. I'm gonna kill him with my bare hands. But that ain't enough of a reason to play this game. If what happens to Gaku happens to all of us, then it's all pointless.
Crap, he's still not angry enough. If I want Tech to get Takamori to join and is still on the fence after all of this, I'm just going to have to make him even madder.
Good lord. No. Not this way, not like this.
I won't let Gaku's killer get away with it. I will get payback, but this ain't the time for that. Whatever this invader hunt shit is, it's obviously a trap. We got no clue what's waiting for us in the leisure lounge. We can't just take up a challenge from a killer.
Oops, oops. No. Okay.
Josh.
Okay, wait, which one of those three do you think it is? The first one or the second one?
I won't let Gaku's killer get away with it. Whatever this we got no
Are you
clue
scared or
what's
something
waiting
about
for
his
us in the
jacket?
leisure lounge. We can't just take
Are you
up a
scared?
challenge.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll do
Not
this.
bad.
What do you mean? It doesn't matter where it is as long as you select the right option.
Oh, I thought you had to time it.
No.
I won't. Whatever this we can't just take up.
Damn.
So
Yeah, it's all about the
that biker
honor.
jacket of yours is just for show, huh?
What are you, deaf?
What?
I said a coward like you shouldn't be wearing a jacket like that.
Bastard, you ain't gonna get away with talking about my jacket like that. She reflects my whole soul.
It's just like Yoshika said, Takamori gets upset when you insult his jacket. His loss is cool. Now's my chance. I'm going to make him see it my way.
Wow, that's fast.
Takumaru, you don't deserve to wear that jacket.
Oh my gosh, I'm focusing on the jacket. This is
gang boss that's ever lived for nothing.
You? A gang boss? You don't seem like much of a boss to me at all.
What?
Think about it. You're literally cowering, even though the person who killed your friend is throwing down the gauntlet. I didn't know a gang boss could be such a fair-weather friend and still get any respect.
Yikes.
Takamori's face looked nothing short of demonic as he glared at me, but he didn't argue back. I must have hit him where it hurt. He was at a loss for words.
Takumaru,
I bumped my fist against his chest, near his heart.
if you want to show me how a real boss acts,
The bro
fight
code.
with me. Join me. Please. Join the game.
This is a dangerous game to play. I can't believe that worked. This is so stupid. Man's so angry. If you're gonna bust my balls like that, I guess I can't back down. Fine, I'll do it. I'll join this fucking invader hunt, or whatever it is, and kill the bastard behind all this shit.
My hard work had paid off. Takamori had finally agreed to join. But I didn't have the time to stick around and celebrate. I quickly left Takamori's room and set up to persuade the others. Since I'd won over someone as influential as Takamori, persuading the others went smoothly. Huh? Wait, Kevin, that's you.
Pokemon said he'd join?
Damn.
If you got someone as cautious as Mr. Yakushigiji to fold, then I guess the game can't be all that dangerous.
Seriously?
Okay, Josh, did you want to do a persuasion 3 times?
No, but I thought you would have to do a persuasion so many times, and I thought that was gonna be so funny.
No.
That would have been so funny, though.
Kevin, that's you.
Well, everyone's going to. Oh, everyone's going to join, but I guess I should too.
Having successfully won over Ima, Kako, and Shoma, I'd met the quota Darumi forced on me. And then, night finally came. I arrived at the leisure lounge just before 7 PM and found that all of the other Special Defense Unit members were already there.
Huh?
We've got quite a group here. Did everybody decide to join the game? Honestly, I never wanted to come, but Darumi rang my doorbell at least 10,000 times. She was so persistent, I just gave in.
I was eating a snack in the cafeteria when suddenly, Lady Darumi snapped my holy Jumanji sword. I pursued the scoundrel in an attempt to retrieve her, and suddenly, I found that I'd been lured here. Oh, the holy Jumanji sword is safe and sound, if you are concerned. You could say this was a real steal.
Kyoshika, give that blade of yours to me immediately. I'm going to snap it in half, along with your entire spinal column.
That's not very nice.
Why would you say something so frightening? Wait, what? Lady Kurara, you've come too?
We were worried when you disappeared so suddenly, so we came here looking for you.
Kyoshika, if you worry us like that again, I'll drop a heel right on the crown of your head to keep you alive.
Oh, for the love of murder. Looks like we've all been tricked into coming here.
Darumi seems to have used some pretty underhanded tricks to get everyone to come. Yo, what a score! With this many people, killing each other is gonna be so much fun! Alright, it's almost time for the game to start! Who's gonna die first? Maybe me? I sure hope so. Everybody, please kill me! Oh, I made sure to bring all of your infusers too! We're all set for the great slaughter to begin! She's so prepared, it's scaring me! Darumi seems thrilled at the idea of us killing each other, but I don't plan on hurting any of my friends. I'm not going to let anyone else die. That's why I wanted to do this. It's almost time. What kind of person do you think is running this game?
I'm kind of excited to see how the bad guy is.
Time passed, and finally it was 7 PM. But
For fuck's sake, nothing's happening.
nobody came. Nothing happened. The leisure lounge was as quiet and peaceful as ever.
Maybe the mastermind came up after they saw disgusting insect like me was joining.
Or maybe that whole message was just a prank? Honestly, as anticlimactic as that would be, a safe conclusion like that might be for the best.
Look, it's getting late. I'm out of here.
No sooner than Takamari had said those words, it happened. Suddenly, an ominous sound came from out of nowhere.
Oh my god, it's Oprah Winfrey Bees.
That's what I was thinking. What is that sound?
It's awful. My ears hurt. The hell? Is someone revving a bike engine?
No way. I've never heard an engine make a noise this horrible. Just listening to it is making me... Alright, I don't think they know what insects are. The unidentified sound grew louder and louder. Where's it coming from? We looked around for the source of sound. That's when we happened to look up the ceiling.
Oh no.
Ooh. Only to be greeted by an unbelievable sight.
Bees?
The hell? They're flying around with a bunch of big-ass bees?
Is that a spacesuit? Wait, no. A diving suit?
A bee parachute? I've never seen such a hideous mode of transport.
Eek! I hate bugs! Someone get me some bug spray stat!
The individual in the spacesuit gradually lowered their altitude.
This is crazy. Where is this going?
They'd landed in the leisure lounge.
You look fucking ridiculous. Take that helmet off and show us your face.
What? Yo, is this some Wrestling Federation's moth fighter? Love the costume. I gotta lose the beat.
We need to take this seriously. They might be with the invaders.
What if it's a commando?
Takumi, did you see a commander like this during your first 100 days? No, I never saw anyone like this. We never faced a commander who controlled bees, especially not one in a spacesuit.
Bee!
Hey, who are you? It's only polite to introduce yourself.
What?
Speak up, asshole.
The mysterious person examined our faces without answering. Then, they nodded, seemingly satisfied.
So good to see so many of you. With so many participants, this killing game is sure to reach a screaming climax. The more lives there are to lose, the more spectacular the battle.
Their voice sounded unnatural. Perhaps they were filtering it through a voice changer. Their face was obscured by their mask too, so there was no guessing their age or gender. Josh, this is you.
Oh god. Hold on. I need to muffle myself.
That's too muffled, Josh. That's too muffled, Josh.
Done.
They commended us.
Kyoshika, they're definitely being sarcastic, or trying to provoke us. We're so terribly honored, but who exactly are you? What are you doing at this school?
I'm here with you, of course. I'm the sponsor of the Invader Hunt. You may call me Spencer, because that's what I just said I am. Treat the title with the respect it deserves.
Sponsor. So this is the person who invited us to play this game. Which means...
Time is precious. I wish to start the game quickly.
Why do you attack him?
Let me ask you one thing first. I yelled over the sponsor, interrupting them mid-sentence. Are you the one who murdered our friend, Gaku Maruko? A strange threat was written on the blackboard the day before Gaku's murder. It perfectly matches this order of events. In other words, it was only natural to assume this was the person behind Gaku's death.
After all, every last one of you will die in this game.
Don't dodge the question. I'm asking if you killed Gaku. Yes or no?
Yes, no. It's not way for me to answer.
I told you not to dodge the... Takumi, read the room!
Lol.
A sharp voice pierced my eardrums and caused me to cover my ears. Darumi? I've been waiting for this day my entire life. I prayed to the god of killing games every night. Begged to be released from the pointlessness of my life. Begged for me, my parents, my brother, my teachers to all die in gratuitous, gory style. My dream is finally about to come true. I'm going to get the killing game I've always wanted. Don't ruin this for me. Don't you dare ruin my dream. I was taken aback by the desperation in her voice.
Oh, hold on. I just one my game.
Like, you don't even know. Tell me all the messed up rules we have to follow.
Oh god, hold on. I need to hold this thing.
It's me to you have such high expectations. Explain rules.
No, thank you. Not interested. Urara interrupted and stepped forward. I have no intention of playing your game. I refuse to even recognize it. You want us to kill each other? I'd never approve of such a vile game.
Oh, Pog.
So rash, Tomato Head. That vileness is what will make this game interesting. You might enjoy it more than you expect if you just give it a try. It's not often that you get the opportunity to unleash your primal urges and kill your fellow man.
I told you I'm not playing. I am this. Is that Scion? Scion?
I think it's Scion.
Yeah. I am the scion of the old Suzuki family, the pinnacle of all Suzukis. It's fine for me to trample on the ignorant masses from up on high, but there's no way in hell I'm allowing someone to try and kill me as if we're equals.
Oh, ow, my arms.
So you refuse to participate?
That goes for at least half of us. There's only the few mental patients here that want to play your deranged game. Takumi, she just called you a mental patient. She means you too.
Oh, eliminated.
I believe you did. Kurara glanced down for just a moment. So go ahead and try. All of a sudden, she was ready to fight. Pull your filthy eyeballs out of your sockets and watch closely. Behold, the All Suzuki family boxing technique. I'm going to beat you and your ugly costume until you're so swollen you'll look like you stuck your head in your stupid bee's hive. Kurara assumed a boxing stance and steadily approached the sponsor. Wait, Kurara, don't try to fight them alone. I can handle this by myself. I don't sense any fighting spirit in this pathetic worm. They have the quintessential pauper aura. All talk and no action. One punch will do it. Ignoring our warnings, Kurara continued to close the distance between the sponsor and herself. Hope you like the taste of a noble fist. Kurara was about to unleash her deadly uppercut when it happened. Kurara. The bees that had been hovering near the ceiling descended with a terrible cacophony of beating wings. And then they instantly grabbed Kurara and whisked her high up into the sky.
Put me down! Put me down this instant! These horrible things are so creepy!
Kurara squirmed frantically, but they held onto her tight, refusing to let go.
Kurara Suzuki, I sentence you to being suspended mid-air. What a sight, don't you think? As they say, smoking fools rise to great heights. You can writhe and suffer for now. I'll ease your pain when the time is right.
Lady Kurara! Give me back my Lady Kurara, you vile insect.
Kurara, what do we do? How do we get her back?
She's so high up, even my mid-air attacks wouldn't reach her.
Then what do we do now? How can we save Kurara when she's all the way up there? Kako's sniper rifle might be able to reach, but this Kako has never used her hemo anima before. Right now, there's no way for us to attack the bees up near the ceiling. In that case, we'll just have to attack the person controlling them. Suddenly, I found myself running at full tilt, making a beeline for the sponsor. I'm not going to lose anybody else. I let that determination take away my fear and carry me forward. I plunged my infuse into my chest as I ran. Give back. I screamed as loud as my voice would let me and swung my sword down on the sponsor. I felt it connect. My blade was going to split them in two. I was so sure it would, and yet...
Pickles, is that all you left to Kumi Sumino?
How? The sponsor was completely unharmed.
Simple. Your power isn't enough to inflict even the slightest scratch on me.
No. This has to be some sort of mistake. This has to be some kind of cheap trick.
Then try again. I won't stop you. You got some balls, B. Let's see how long you can keep up this tough guy act, huh?
I'm joining the fray. Takumi combined our power level is like 2 million.
We can get them, guys. We need to save Kurara as soon as possible. Everybody. Even if we can't take the sponsor on alone, we can if we all attack together.
Brace yourself, asshole.
Our breaths synchronizing, we all leapt at the sponsor.
Take that!
You blackguard!
You're finished!
Takamaru, Nozomi, Kyoshika, and I unleashed everything we had on the sponsor. We punched, we kicked, we sliced, we pummeled. We tried every attack possible. We used every last ounce of our strength until we had no energy or hemo anima to spare. However...
Oh, it's the pose.
Why? Why don't our attacks do anything?
Are you a Mongol or some goddamn thing?
You have the endurance of a wrestler to withstand my body slam.
No matter how much we attacked, our opponent didn't even flinch. This is far beyond a matter of strength or endurance. They were literally invincible.
We can't give up. We must save Lady Kurara. My fellow warriors, just one coordinated attack and...
Nope. Enough of this time, though. The opening ceremony will conclude with Kurara Suzuki's death.
There was a cruelty in the sponsor's voice as they pointed to Kurara, still hanging in the air.
Please! Help!
Her body was rapidly turning black. Was a swarm of bees draining her cryptoglobin?
Lady Kurara!
Damn.
And once it sucked everything out of Kurara, the bees dropped her dried up husk on the floor.
Yikes.
No, this can't be happening. Lady Kurara can't be dead. Don't give up yet. Let's take her to the revival-matic.
Nozomi, Moko, and Kyoshika lifted up Kurara's corpse and left the leash lounge, but...
Hold on. Every time I gotta like pull my hood back over my mouth.
How pointless. How can a body be revived if there isn't a drop of cryptoglobin left in it? How pitiful that she would die before the game even began. She's ruined a nice schedule. I suppose I'll simply have to postpone the start of the game until tomorrow morning. Return here as soon as you're awake tomorrow.
Is that too muffled?
No.
And might I remind you, there's no point in trying to escape. You know now what happens if you refuse to play.
There was nothing more we could say. Would be killed instantly if we tried to resist. Never had any message come through so clearly. Bummer, Kurara got the opening death scene. Must be nice, she died of so much trauma. But it should have happened to me. Well, whatever, the game starts tomorrow, so I'll have plenty of chances of a nice, gory demise. I wonder how everyone else is gonna die. Who's gonna kill me? There's like so much to look forward to. Dorumi's eerie yet strangely innocent cackle rang out across the silent leisure lounge. Why did it ask me to save? Why did it ask me to save?
Get ready. Prepare to be ready to give your life.
Because something bad's going to happen.
It's morning. I barely slept last night. I woke up over and over again, seeing Kurara's face when she died in my nightmares. They won't get away after killing my friends so horribly. If I could, I'll kill them right now. But right now, we're too weak. We can't beat them. One poor attempt to revolt and we'll just be massacred. For now, we just have to obey. We just have to play the game. They wanted us to come back to the leisure lounge when we woke up. I hurried off to the leisure lounge. On my way to the leisure lounge, I came across Nozomi and Moko in the hall. Nozomi, are you okay? You're so pale. I couldn't sleep last night. I just can't believe it. Kurara, she's gone. Kurara, I didn't know what to say. What could I do for her after she lost a close friend?
We buried her. Make sure to say goodbye to her later, okay, Talker?
Yeah, I promise I will.
They're not going to get away with killing Kurara. I'll do whatever it takes to get revenge her. But now's not the time. They're a bit short for us right now. We're all gonna play this game for a little while. Wait for the chance. We just have to push all this grief down and grit our teeth. Knowing how to bide your time is an important part of fighting.
Nozomi was barely able to hold steady on her own 2 feet. Moko looked after her as they walked to the leisure lounge. I made a vow to myself as I watched Nozomi walk away. No matter how this game turns out, I'll protect Nozomi to the end. No, not just Nozomi. I won't let anyone else die. Because I came back here to protect them and grab hold of a future where we can find happiness. I don't know about that. The numbers are going down.
Oh, here we go.
At last I present to you the rules of the hunt.
Once we were all in the leisure lounge, the sponsor began to explain the rules without any preamble.
The rules are extremely simple. All you have to do is hunt the creatures known as invaders. You will gain points for every invader hunted, which will be tallied. And reflected in the live rankings.
Live competitive rankings, holy shit.
The names of everyone in the room were shown on a screen being held up by 2 bees.
One round lasts 10 days. The person ranked last at midnight on the 10th day will be executed. Their crypto
Yo,
drained.
I love this game.
Executed. Kurara's death was proof that this was no bluff. They could easily kill us all. In short, we need to try and kill as many invaders as possible. I'm glad we don't have to actually kill each other or anything. I mean, not glad, but...
Well, don't hunting invaders, then you should just keep fighting defensive others, right?
That's the same shit we were doing anyway. Oh god, hold on. Wait. Magic Hour. Nothing was merely something and defending are entirely different. The playing field is the space outside of the school. You will not receive points for any invaders killed at the school, no matter how many.
We can't get points
Damn, this is a
anywhere in
twist.
the area shaded red. That's anywhere within school grounds. That means if we want points, we'll have to go hunt down the invaders wandering outside.
So we're being forced to fight on front edge of the ring. It's too much for a shadowed like you to be forced outside like this.
But what happens if the invaders attack the school while we're all out there? If a commander strikes and the place is empty, it's the end of the line.
What you need to do is engage them before they infiltrate the school grounds. They say that a good offense is the best defense after all.
And then we can't stray too far from the school.
We're not careful about how many battles we fight out there. We'll end up disqualified and go out of the ring.
So we need to hunt in a place where we can quickly return to the school if something happens.
But how are you gonna track how many invaders we hunt down out there?
You're not counting on an honor system, right? Someone would definitely end up lying about their numbers.
Oh my god. Please, we have to go upstairs. Just leave it's unrespected to me.
In other words, these bees will be monitoring our actions while we're playing this game. Guess running away isn't going to be an option.
And last but not least, the most important thing of all. Have fun. You are strictly forbidden from causing me harm while the entire game is underway. Why did I say entire? Anyone who destroys me will immediately become food for my bees. Try not to lose your cool.
A rather tyrannical, one-sided rule, isn't it? Does this mean we can't resist even if you use violence against us?
Don't worry, I will not lay a finger on any of you. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause.
In other words, they won't hurt us so long as we do what they say. But you're the one who enforces these rules. If you turn on us, we're entirely without recourse.
I intend to run this game as fairly as possible. Otherwise, things would be very boring. I promise not to violate the rules. Please trust me.
There's no way we can trust them, but we're in no position to argue.
Now then, that concludes the explanation of the rules. There are plenty of other hidden rules, because I'm such a cool, funny guy.
but I'm not so inclined as to give them all away at this juncture. Come up with strategies on your own. Doing is learning.
The sponsor looked at all of us and shouted,
Special Defense Unit maggots, participants of my game, assume your new roles as proud hunters and claim as many invaders as you can. The invader hunt has hereby officially begun.
Without so much as a moment to prepare, the game was on. But I wasn't sure how I was supposed to handle a newly assigned task. I decided to go back to my room and prepare to leave school grounds. The Invader Hunt is a point-based hunting game. I decided to review the rules of the game. The rules themselves were simple. All we really had to do was hunt invaders. However, the game field was outside school grounds. Even if we killed an invader, if it happened in a school facility or in the schoolyard, it wouldn't count. Basically, no matter what we do in a defensive battle, it wouldn't be worth any points. If we wanted points, we had to go out exploring and hunt down any invaders we come across. But it's way too dangerous to constantly be fighting out there. If we died outside school grounds, the drones wouldn't collect our bodies and the revive-o-matic wouldn't revive us. Death would truly be final. We have to be careful so we don't die. And if we want to do that, we should probably form teams. In a team, there'd be someone there to have our backs, and we could look after one another to keep each other alive. We'd need comrades if we want to survive. Okay, before I go out, I should find someone to partner up with. I decided to go talk to everyone to see if anyone will want to team up with me.
Yikes. Good luck with that.
For some reason, when I went out onto the roof, everyone was already there. There was no sign of Darumi or Hiroko, but almost everyone else was there. Takumi. Oh, everyone, great timing. I just figured out a way we can survive this game. Do you mind if we talk? Everyone rushed over to me, and I explained the necessity of forming teams. So I think we should at least be in pairs. Trying to do this early will just end in game over the moment you take a lethal hit.
Yeah, we were just saying the same thing. That we should work in teams, I mean.
We were actually just deciding the teams.
Lol.
Wait, what?
Yep, it's yours.
In short, we're right in the middle of the draft meeting.
Kaku pulled out a piece of paper with the members of each team written on it. The first team is us boys and Sister Dearest. And the second team is all of the girls. We might end up spending a lot of time together from now on, so we thought grouping up by gender would make sense.
What?
What we're worried about is Yugamu, who's nowhere to be found.
He's a boy, but it's entirely possible he'd like to stick with Miss Kirifuji and Miss Makatori, as has done up to this point.
But if we put Yugamu in Team 2, or Yugamu in Team 2, we could put Yuriko in Team 1.
Miss Shizuhara is very strong, so we were discussing giving her preferential negotiating rights to the weaker team. Preferential negotiating rights? This really is like a sports draft. By the way, what team do you want me in? It would make sense if I was in the male-centric team, but... You have to play alone. Nobody wants you.
Lol.
I was so shocked that my voice withered away mid-exclamation. Why? Why am I the only one being left out? Don't tell me you guys are still suspicious of me. I thought we cleared things up about Gaku. I didn't kill him. It was the sponsor. Isn't that obvious? No, we're all on the same page there. They're definitely the one who killed Mr. Maruko. They destroyed Serie 2. They're behind everything. Then why? Mr. Sumino, have you forgotten? You killed Mr. Aotsuki. Sure, but why bring that up again? He was a traitor. He had to go. Even if I grant you that, he was still one of us. If you had a comrade who could kill another comrade without batting an eye, would you want to team up with them in a killing game? No way. Oh, sorry, Kevin, that's you.
No way! You've got to be kidding!
But... And whenever you do anything, someone invariably ends up dead.
You're
It's
cursed.
so true, though.
Do us all a favor and get out of here.
You're more than cursed. You're the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper? It stung, but I couldn't argue. It was true that I was the common denominator in all of the deaths so far.
This is funny.
I came back to the past and immediately killed Ato. And because I ignored the message on the blackboard on day 4, Gaku was killed the next day. And 2 days ago, I decided to join the game and encouraged everyone to join with me. And because of that, Kurara died so brutally.
If you hadn't convinced us to join this game, Lady Kurara would still be with us. It's all your fault. You're so bad. You've Lady Kurara
The
back.
blood of Lady Kurara is on your hands!
Kyoshika drew closer to me, letting out a pained cry. I couldn't bring myself to meet her eyes, which were now red and swollen from crying.
Kyoshika, no.
Mirko put herself between us and embraced Kyoshika.
Claiming Takumi won't bring her back. It'll just make it hurt even more. But... know how to swallow first before fighting. We need to be strong right now.
I'm sorry, Takumi. Kyoshika understands, I swear. She knows it's not your fault Kurara died. But she has no outlet for her grief, so she's just taking it out on you. I was so shocked that I couldn't utter a single word. I had no idea everyone had so much contempt for me. All I ever wanted to do was make everyone happy. That was why I came back. Where did it all go wrong?
I swear, Lady Luck or Fortune or whatever the hell she's called turned against you the moment you offed Ato. Sheesh, this whole slew of shit speaks for itself. Not even I can help you out there. Sorry, but you're on your own.
Sorry, Takumi. Everyone left one after the other, leaving me all alone on the rooftop. I felt total despair. This is my first time being so obviously and intentionally isolated. I always had Coral by my side in the TRC, and my mom and dad were always waiting at the dinner table whenever I went home. But now, here I was, all alone. I would have to face this game of death all by myself. Nobody would ever want to team up with the Grim Reaper. But then, I thought of something. That's right. Hiroko. I saw Hiroko in my mind's eye. On day 5, she took me to second to last Defense Academy. I can never really tell what she's thinking, but she's a surprisingly caring person. She might be willing to work with me on this. Now maybe I should ask Hiroko if she'll team up with me. Feeling a sliver of hope, I decided to stop by Hiroko's room. I was praying hard as I rang her doorbell. Please, Hiroko, you have to answer. If you forsake me too, then it's all over. Maybe my prayers were answered because... Takumi, what do you need at this hour? Hiroko, thank goodness you're still here. I was almost tearing up with happiness. I'm so glad you're here. So glad. The moment I met you, you stirred my soul. Can I go back inside? You're creeping me out. No, wait. Just hear me out, please. You're not about to try to tell me about the word of God, are you? No. I explained everything that had just happened. I didn't leave out a single detail. I told her how they called me the Grim Reaper, how no one would team up with me. So, your already very low popularity has now hit rock bottom then. It hurts when you lay it out like that, but in a nutshell, yes. At this rate, I'll have to do the invader hunt all alone. I'm begging you, Hiroko. There's no one else I can trust. Please, team up with me. I lowered my head and pleaded sincerely. I believed that if anyone would lend me a hand to pull me out of my predicament, it would be Hiroko, but I'm afraid I must disappoint you. My hope was crushed. Is there anything I can do to change your mind? If you team up with me, I'll work myself to the bone for you. I promise I'll be useful to you. It's simply not possible. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Do you think I'm the Grim Reaper too? Please, I don't believe in that kind of superstitious nonsense. I simply have my own situation to deal with. Besides, I already have a partner. You do? Just then.
Yikes.
Darumi?
Oh.
Stupid puppy. I told you not to come out. Get back into your doghouse like a
What
good
is
girl.
going on?
Oh baby.
What's going on? Why is Darumi barking? You know how this one's been an overexcited nuisance since the killing game was announced, right? So I turned her into my dog. I don't understand in the slightest. Basically, I used strength to make her submit, and it broke her a little. Come to think of it, Darumi had been unusually quiet during the announcement of the rules. I guess she was already a dog at that point. I have a responsibility to her as her owner, so I'll be playing the game with her.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I instinctively
God.
fled after being ferociously barked at by Darumi.
You have to team up with Yugamu.
I guess I'm on my own then. I felt strangely refreshed after being so cleanly rejected. Fine, I'll play by myself. I'll hunt down the invaders on my own, and survive all on my own too. Half sulking, I headed for the entrance hall. There was someone unexpected waiting for me when I arrived at the entrance hall.
Oh god. How pitiful that you must go all alone. Are you going to hunt or be hunted?
Huh? Were you waiting here so you could laugh at me?
No, I merely came to give you some information. I failed to mention earlier, but I have added more fire extinguishers. Now you may go outside at any time. You should all hunt whenever it pleases you.
They're pretty prepared. How long have they been planning this?
Now then, go out there and hunt. Go away from my amusement.
It's dangerous to stray too far from the school. I should try to find invaders as close by as possible. I'm pretty sure a decent number of invaders are wandering around the city to the south. I'll head over there today. Just as I thought, there was a large number of invaders inhabiting the nearby city. They roamed around the ruins like zombies with no will of their own. They were all just basic cannon fodder. I could defeat them on my own. I sensed a presence and glanced up in the air to see one of the sponsor's bees were tailing me. It must be here to count my points. Okay, here goes. I stifled my breath and slowly crept up on one of the invaders. Time to attack with everything I've got. I wanted to attack, but my legs froze. I couldn't move. Am I scared? I'd fought on my own plenty of times before, but there was a difference between choosing to go it alone and having no alternative. I was going to have to fight alone forever. I was scared of confronting that truth. But I can't just cower forever, can I? I took a deep breath and steeled myself. This time, I leapt out in front of the invader. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. All by myself.
Look, they're all lined up so nicely for you.
I'm just thinking how to.
Say when.
I think.
Here we go. Time to use it. My turn.
Like if I have two options. I can impact stab. No, I think I should airblade twice.
I'm good to go. Take that. All right, here we go. Got it. Let's do this. Say when. This should do it. I've got this. Time to use it. Let's go.
Thank you.
How many lines have you completed?
This is like where we're working on it. Wait, I'll show you after I'm done with this battle.
You have to replay everything.
No, you don't.
Is it like fast travel?
Let's go.
I'll show you. But I can't do that in the middle of this battle.
Take that.
Unbelievable.
I made a battle blunder. Oopsie. Okay, surely this should be easy to
Say
handle.
when. This should do it.
Let's
If
go.
I just airblade this side,
All
and I
right,
get
good to go.
AP, then I
That's it. Ready when you are.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay.
Got it. Let's go.
Well, I could
Here
use
we
my
go.
special.
Say when. One last
May as
strike.
well. Not the ideal position, but
Take care of the rest.
alright. Oops, I forgot that I'm stunned when I use that. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie.
Oh, it's over for you.
No, I just have to wait 2 turns.
The multicolored cereals will kill you.
No, not the Fruit Loops. I don't want to be killed by Fruit Loops.
Let's go. Take this. Let's do this.
That's so embarrassing.
Imagine getting killed by Fruit Loops.
Let's go. Take that.
Oh, there are 3 waves. My damn it. Oh my gosh. Why would I?
You're very silly.
I'm actually so stupid.
Uh,
I was already exhausted, even though I only killed off a few minions. I can't come back if I die out here. The lingering fear of death weighed heavily on my mind and body, but I couldn't afford to rest. I had to do whatever it took to get more points, not to mention. Oh, come on. Invaders drawn by the sound of fighting were showing up one after the other, and they were beginning to surround me. I prepared to face the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between. This is not good.
Ready when you
this
are.
is what happens when you kill
Time to
Ato.
use it. Let's
I
do
told
this.
you were the one that wanted to kill him. That was you.
I have my reasons.
I know
I
you
have
do.
my
I
reasons.
know you do.
And you agreed that
That's it. Got it. Say
you
when.
didn't have to kill Ato, you just knew that I wanted to kill Ato. not that this is your fault, but like it's very funny that no one wants to go with you.
Oh my god, it's so
Let's go.
sad. We're a loner, Josh, all because of a stupid decision.
Like imagine Ato's like a ghost who like has access to the time stream and he's like lol.
Say
Lol.
when. Good to go. This should do it.
Like Ato
when you
manipulating
are.
people even in death. This is so funny. Oh, they're all lined up for you.
Let's do this. Here we go. That's it. Go. I've got this. Yeah.
Time to fight the commander now.
Oh my goodness.
It's Versionist. Versionist just like appears. She's like, hey.
No matter how many I kill, more just keep cropping up. Invaders kept streaming in until I was completely surrounded. They were
Like,
just
what did you think
noobs,
would happen?
but there were too many of them. My stamina was at its limit.
I wish I wasn't alone.
I needed to toughen up.
Come on.
But just telling I know what you want, Josh. I needed to toughen up, but just telling myself
No.
that wasn't doing anything. For the first time, I truly felt how alone I was. At this rate, I'll die without anyone ever knowing. Just then.
I'll help you out, Takumi.
Wow.
Let's go!
Yes, yeah. I heard a voice and turned around. Standing there was
Yugamu! Of course.
Boyfriend!
Showing up uninvited but sorely needed. It's everybody's beloved Yugamu.
It's everybody's
Omokage.
beloved.
What are you doing here?
Teenage
Trying
assassin,
to score
hopeless
some kills out here
romance.
too?
oh my goodness.
We can talk later. Let's take care of these things first. Our first joint effort.
There was something
Yes.
creepy about how he put it, but I was grateful for him in the moment. Our breaths synced up, and we began to clean up the swarm of invaders.
Oh my god.
Oh, honey, we are back. Honey.
My turn!
Okay, what's the best position? Okay, I'm just wondering if I should get Yugamu out of the way before I do this, because I'm wondering.
He's gonna
I think I can definitely hit all of them. Oh, no. I can hit a good amount. But I feel like, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good.
One last strike!
This time I am aware that he is going to get stunned, okay?
Time for me to
We
move.
are going to
I can't
increase your attack.
I'm good to go. Quite the feeling. Time for me to move. Stinks, doesn't it? I'm good to go. This hurts. Time for me to move. Here it comes. I'm good to go. Stinks, doesn't it? Time for me to move. Ha!
Wait,
I'm good to go.
that's a Spider-Man one.
Got you covered.
What is?
I can't wait.
Stings, doesn't it?
He does have a spider
Really?
motif.
Stinks,
That's what
doesn't it?
that's what
Time for me to
Maguire
move.
says. You know, bully Maguire.
Let's get to the killing.
No, don't worry about it. Do not worry about it.
Time for me to move. I can't wait. Let's get to the kill. You've got me all excited.
I'm excited.
I'm good to go.
So, insane.
Woo! Boyfriend for the win. The true boyfriend. Oh, look at him. All around nice guy. Yes. Only the best.
Is that all of them?
Seems so. I don't sense any trace of them. Well fought, Takumi. You were in quite a predicament considering it's the first day.
I couldn't believe it. I was shocked to see how they just kept coming. I was almost killed by a bunch of weaklings. Fighting truly isn't something to be done alone. Right, I didn't get to properly thank you. You saved me, Yugamu. Thank you. If you hadn't run into me here, I might have been the first to be eliminated from the invader hunt.
Oh, no need to thank me. It wasn't by coincidence that we met here. I stalked you like a creepy bitch.
Wasn't?
Yes, I've been following you all morning. You had no idea, did you? Tailing people is one of my specialties.
Was he
Wait, I
just...
thought you were ad-libbing. Wait, what?
Was he just...
It's actually the dialogue.
Was he just joking to play up his embarrassment? No, that doesn't seem like what's going on here. He really was following me. Then it makes sense why he showed up at the perfect time to save me. But why? What was the point of following me?
Oh, for the love of murder, don't be so wary of me, Takumi. I'm not going to eat you, alright, although you look plenty delicious to me.
How could I not be wary of an assassin? Yugamu Omokage, the descendant of a family of assassins. I'll come right out and ask, why were you following me?
I was figuring out my timing. I wanted to come gallantly to your rescue if you found yourself in trouble. Then I'd be able to show you how useful I am. Call it a
my
courtship display.
goodness.
Oh
Why is
yeah.
everything you say so creepy?
Well, that's the long and short of it.
He muttered as he held out his right hand to me.
Takumi, would you team up with me?
Oh my god, he's proposing!
His
Oh,
offering to form a team. It was all I ever wanted in my isolation.
So ridiculous.
But why do you want to team up with someone everyone hates? Wouldn't you rather be with Nozomi or Kyochika or the others?
I don't do well in groups. Honestly, I'd rather enjoy my kills alone, but going alone is too risky. So I thought buddying up with the odd man out would be just the same.
Is that really the only reason? It made sense.
I love you.
But it's hard to decipher his true intentions. I was sure he was planning something, given that he went out of his way to ask me after I'd been ostracized, but if I turned down his offer, I'd have to hunt alone forever.
Well, will you join me or not?
What do I do? Should I team up with Yugamu? Really?
Can we get
This
choice
is a
here?
choice? How is this a choice?
Why is this a choice? This is
Why the
crazy.
heck
Surely
is
you
this a
die.
choice?
Surely if you don't join him, you'll die.
Like what other... Like we have to join him, what?
Why would he not?
Like...
Say no, just to see what happens.
No, we
So
can't,
true.
We can't do that. We have to... Like, okay, all the other choices, right? There have been reasonable ups and downs. This one is like, what the heck? Of course we're gonna pick yes. Firstly, it's Yugamu. Secondly, if we don't, we're just gonna die. There's no upside to that. Like, like what?
I don't know, they just want to give you the choice. They just want to give you the choice.
The Yugamu's gonna murder you, obviously.
Yeah.
No.
If you say no, Yugamu's gonna murder you.
No, but then no one would.
Well, you're stuck with me for a while then. I shook Yugamu's hand. Whether he could be trusted was beside the point. I simply couldn't carry on but like this all by myself for much longer. For now, I would team up with Yugamu.
I'm glad to see our hearts are... Oh, there's a something... I'm glad to see our hearts are in tune with each other, partner. Want to try out for the best couple award while we're at it?
Don't think they're giving out awards here. Also, you and I are not a couple. While Yugamu and I were trading clips, we heard it. What the?
Boom.
There was an ear-splitting sound and the earth shook, but it wasn't an earthquake. It felt more like...
I sensed a torrential gush of overwhelming energy. Somebody with incredible power is present nearby.
Don't tell me commanders are joining the hunt. That would be bad news. Just two of us wouldn't be enough to deal with a commander.
A little bit of reconnaissance would go a long way right now. Tiptoe after me as quietly as you can manage, Takumi.
Right. We cautiously made our way toward the source of the sound, hiding behind pieces of rubble along the way. And then...
Hey! You saw that, Mistress Hirago? My 18th invader kill! How have you been treating them?
With the bloodiest brand of carnage only I can dish out. What else? Now save your breath for tearing them from limb to limb. Let those entrails fly!
These two women
Let
need
the
help.
bloodworks explode!
I think they're
really do.
perfectly
And
fine.
why?
Leave them alone in the Yuri zone.
Oh, my mistress!
Oh god.
Nobody goes wild as beautifully as you! Your
I feel
rampaging
like these
form
two and
electrifies
Yugamu
me!
are leading
You're
Kakuyu down the
everything I
golden
long
path.
to become!
Those two are enjoying this way too much. They aren't hunting anymore. They're just straight up massacring every invader they see.
They're gonna win. It kills me to say this, but I'm afraid we must cede the best couple award to them.
Something feels off though. Hiroko's always been strong, but when did Darumi get so powerful? She hadn't joined any defensive battles before this and should be woefully unfamiliar with combat.
The euphoria of finally being able to take part in a killing game has likely unlocked the latent potential in her hemoanimo, making it bloom.
That's an unconventional way to unlock latent potential.
Why the gripe? Potential is logic defying by definition. Also, we should totally call it a day and head back now. They've likely already murdered all the invaders in this area anyway.
Yeah, we've earned enough points today. Let's go back and rest up for tomorrow. We made our way back and decided to drop by the leisure lounge before returning to our rooms.
I'm gonna check the rankings.
Okay, I'll show you now, Q. But this is what we're currently doing, okay? So we started here on day 2, and we made our first decision, right? And we went up this way. Then we made our second decision, and we chose this one. And then we come all the way here, where we just decided something else, and then just then you saw our decision to team up with Yugamu or not. So we've only really gone down this one line so far, and we're not at the end yet.
Wow. The answer is no.
Yeah, but in terms of what we were doing all like before, this was Route 0. So the completely linear 100 days that you have to complete before you unlock the route switching and stuff. So yeah, that took like 30 hours, 30 to 40 hours. And now we're going down these paths.
Yep.
Yeah, next, so yeah, our first decision was like to kill someone or not to kill someone. I blame Josh. And then, yeah. Basically, like, people hate us because we killed someone based on their future crimes.
And their past crimes.
Yeah, I mean, wait, Q, you saw the monologue guy, right? The guy that was making the super long monologue. That's the first choice here. The first choice we get...
But you already...
Yeah, the first choice we get is kill him or let him live. And we chose to kill him, and now everyone hates us.
In the timeline.
Yeah, we have. It's very different. We checked the leaderboard.
Unsurprisingly, those two are in the top spots. I expect they'll be staying ahead of the pack for a long time to come.
Oh my gosh, we're 3rd and 4th.
I'm in 3rd place?
Who's at the bottom?
Honestly, I thought it'd be much lower than that. Well, I did take out quite a number of invaders
obviously.
And I'm in 4th. If we keep this up, we won't fall to the bottom of the rankings in the first round, at least.
Karara's dead. The first round of this game will last until day 35. Whoever finishes last in each round will be executed. I decided I wouldn't keep tabs on where the others were placed. Ensuring my own survival was more important. And besides...
You're cursed! Do us all a favor and get out of here!
You're more than cursed! You're the Grim Reaper!
The blood of Lady Kurara is on your hands!
I shouldn't be letting the people ostracizing me live rent-free in my head anyway.
Did he just say living rent-free in my head?
He did. Phew, what a day. The constant fighting and stress of possible death had strained my mind and body to their limits.
It's gonna be the exact but with Yugamu.
No, I wanted to rest early to recover from the fatigue, but...
Hey!
Care to explain what you're doing in my room?
I was on your bed.
Okay. It's just something buddies do, right? And that's what we are. Buddies, partners, bosom chums. It goes without saying we need to be joined at the hip.
Join your own hips and get out of here.
What? Come on, bud, humor me. Pretend we're brainstorming strategies for the rest of the hunt. How about that? This game's more of a marathon than a sprint, so we gotta come up with a long-term plan. Playing it by ear the whole time's bound to lead us to quick and easy deaths.
He makes a very good point. Can't you at least make it clear whether you want to be disgusting or discreet?
Who would I be if I didn't dabble in a little bit of both? Call me a double dipper if that's what turns you on.
In your dreams. After that, we spent several hours discussing strategies for surviving the killing game in the days to come.
Yeah, this is better than the Cards Against Humanity game. So,
Time to hit the hay.
that's my new bar.
Well then.
New low.
Ah. Bedtime already. Time flies when you're having so much fun. If you don't mind, Takumi, we can continue the rest of this conversation in bed.
Of course I mind. It's about time you went to your own room.
Oh, Takumi, throwing me out after our exciting intercourse without any pillow talk at all? How cold is your heart?
Stone
Intercourse?
cold. Out. Now.
Intercourse?
After chasing Yugamu out of my room, I crawled into bed and closed my eyes. I had to grab every second of sleep I could to let my tired body recover, but...
He's getting bullied.
Yeah. Don't you just love bullying?
Their words from this morning reverberated around my mind, preventing me from slipping into a restful slumber. How did it turn out like this? I came back in time to lead everyone toward a brighter future. So why am I being so despised? What I wouldn't give to return to those happy days.
Wait, everyone sees you like Ato sees people. Let today's hunt begin. I trust you're ready, Takumi.
Yeah, ready when you are. On day 2 of the invader hunt, we went out to explore the city again, to earn points by hunting down any invaders we can find.
Found so right off the bat. Check out that swarm of invaders at 2 o'clock.
I turned in the direction Yugamu mentioned and found the invaders lurking behind a ruined building like he said.
I don't think they've noticed us yet. Let's get closer and catch them by surprise. Put on your pussy boots and slink behind me, Takumi.
Sure. Yugami had clearly adapted well to the rhythm of the game. He knew how to take quick and decisive action to earn points for our continued survival. I, on the other hand... My feelings had yet to catch up to the strange situation of me participating in a killing game with him as my teammate. What was I doing? Why did Yugami propose a partnership in the first place? Was my life even worth living if I had to kick someone else down to do it? There were so many things on my mind, but...
Come on, Takumi. Time to sound the death knell for them.
I didn't have the luxury of time to think them through. Fighting to survive was the only thing I could afford to do now.
Is there a battle?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go brush my teeth.
Okay.
Ready when you are. Time to use it. Good to go. Ha! Let's do this. Got it! Say when! My turn! That's it! Alright, let's do this! Got it! Say when! Ready when you are.
Let's get to the killing. Experiment time. I can't wait. Stings, doesn't it? I've got this. Yeah! Ready when you are. Take that! Let's go. Take this! Say when. That's it.
Did we get them all? It's too early to be celebrating. More enemies are waiting in the wings. Invaders approaching at 3 o'clock. They just keep coming. I prepared for the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between.
I'm good to go. I can't wait. I'm good to go. I've got this. One last strike! Take care of the rest. Time for me to move. I'll just put this here. I can't wait. Let's get to the killing. Time for me to move. Here it comes. I can't wait. How about this? Let's get to the killing. Got you covered. I'm good to go. This may hurt. You make a lovely... I can't wait. Quite the feeling. Time for me to move. Does this do it for you? Let's get to the killing. I can't wait. I'm good to go. Does this do it for you?
Fighting outside is tiring. My body resists me whenever I think about how death is permanent out here. You need to relax, Takumi. At this rate, you'll kill yourself first before the enemy has a chance. I don't get it. How are you so calm? You're not even perspiring. I wouldn't be much of a professional assassin if I let every other spot of good murder and get me down, would I? Hey, what's your secret? How do I kill the enemies efficiently while conserving as much stamina as possible? The secret is your heart. That is to say, your frame of mind. Get it in your head that the act of killing is nothing special at all. Nothing more than mundane work. Mundane work? Like hitting a nail with a hammer. Like turning a screw with a screwdriver. Just dull, repetitive work to be repeated without much thought or physical strength. So basically, I psych myself into believing it's nothing? Does that really work? Anything more concrete? Like a better way to move my body or something? Your body movements are virtually perfect, Takumi. There's nothing to critique. So what's left is your mentality, right? Just give it a shot. You've got nothing to lose. Pretend the act of killing is the most boring job in the world. Just dull, repetitive work. Despite my misgivings, I decided to try out Yugamu's suggestion. I crept up to an invader that happened to be meandering about nearby and launched a surprise attack. Without entertaining the fear that threatened to well up from within, I quietly lifted up my sword and brought it down nonchalantly. This was just work, something that had to be done. No need to think too much about it. I went after the next enemy as I repeated those thoughts to myself. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Incredible performance, Takumi. It's like you've become another person. Yes, you have an aptitude for killing. I sensed it the moment I laid eyes on you. An aptitude for killing? Me? I think you need to get your eyes checked. It might sound strange coming from me, but I wasn't good at such things at all. I tended to miss the obvious and my reflexes were average at best. I don't have an aptitude for anything. Gifts show up in many different ways. Sometimes they manifest later in life. Later in life? You'll understand one day. I wasn't happy to be left hanging like that, but I knew he would just be evasive if I tried to press the matter, so I didn't. Anyway, we should refocus on the hunt for now. Now that I seem to be getting my mind under control, I wanted to get used to the hunting at one go as well. Let's go look for the next group of enemies. I feel like I can take down another 15 before calling it a day. No, I think we should call it a day now. We've earned enough points. But I was just getting the hang of it. And that's when it gets dangerous. Everything in moderation, including assassinations. Besides, if we keep on hunting, we'll run into them sooner or later. You okay with that? Them? Just as I was wondering who Yugamu could be talking about. Over here. This'll be our starting point for the hunt today. Don't fall behind, you losers. I heard a familiar voice coming from somewhere nearby. I quietly made my way toward the voice and peered out from behind some rubble.
The bullies.
The bullies.
I feel like I'm starting to use my human armor better. Not even a commander can stop me now. I think.
Confidence is the name of the game, sister dearest. You and I both know nothing can stand in the way of our newly awakened powers and strengthened bonds.
Don't start getting carried away, you two. Thinking you're invincible because you learned a thing or two is the best way to die on the battlefield. You little chicks can just stay beneath my big, strong pinions for now. I ain't gonna let any of you die on my watch. I'm gonna protect y'all with my life, in the name of Takamaru Yagushiji.
They're hunting here too? Takamaru, Ima, and Kako weren't the only ones. I could see Tsubasa, Nozomi, and the others in the distance as well. Why does fighting invaders outside the academy seem so much more graphic? It's like I'm really killing something alive. And all that blood. So much blood. The feel of that invader I just took down still lingers on my hands. Tsubasa, are you okay? I can give you a back rub if it makes you feel better. I think a big one's coming. Why didn't I bring any bath bags with me?
Lady Tsubasa is about to start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. Is there anything we can give her a drink from the bath bag? Last necessity made it for a stop peeing into my cheek bag.
Are you sure, Kyoshika? Isn't that the holy Jumanji sword's pajamas?
The holy Jumanji sword is a party animal with its popular lady still unfed.
Jesus Christ.
Now come, Lady Tsubasa. Get it all out and hold nothing back.
I'll be fine. I just pushed everything down with sheer willpower. The rolling stopped. Sorry guys, I haven't been feeling well since this morning. You don't have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves.
Why not supposed to mention that, Tsubasa? Looking out for one another, for teammates, please. No refuge. Oh.
Oops.
Loyalty above self. None shall be left behind. It is the way of the warrior.
Takamari was desperately trying to protect Ima and Kako, who weren't used to fighting. Nozomi and the others refused to abandon Tsubasa, even though she was holding them back. They were watching out for each other like true friends. I used to enjoy that sort of relationship with them too. I could feel my strength rapidly leaving my body. That's right, I've been alienated. What I just saw only served to cement that fact. All those kind and comforting words would never be for me.
You look like you're in a lot more pain now than when you were fighting the enemies. That confirms it. Your fatal flaw is that fragile mind of yours.
I left the place quietly and made my way back to school, taking care not to be seen by the others, taking back with me nothing but an armful of distressing thoughts and feelings. I got back to my room earlier than usual, but wasn't in the mood to do anything, except lie upright on bed and stare long and hard at the ceiling.
You never will then.
I suddenly realized it was already night. I knew I should be resting, but bad memories kept surfacing in my mind and pulling me back to wakefulness. Like I'm being punished just for being alive. The pain of being despised is more excruciating than anything the killing game or defensive battles could inflict upon me. In the first 100 days, it wasn't a happy ending by any means, but at least everyone was my friend. We had a barbecue. We set up festival booths.
Oh my god, both of those ended badly.
We got testy with each other sometimes, but we always made up in the end. Our bonds became unbreakable. How do I repair our friendship? How?
Revive Ato.
As I was agonizing over this matter. Is that Yugamu? Maybe he wanted to discuss our strategy for tomorrow's hunt. Although I honestly wasn't in the mood to talk, it wasn't like I could simply drive away the only friend I had right now. I got up slowly and ambled to the door. When I opened it, I saw... Hiroko? Good. I was just about to kick the door down. What are you doing here? Or rather, are you sure you want to be seen here? I'm jinxed. Nothing good will come out of any association with me. Well, aren't you wallowing in self-pity today? Finally lost your mind after falling out of favor with everyone else? Including you, right? You think so? Yeah, I do. You didn't want to team up with me like all the others. I went through hell and back after you left me in the lurch. Those invaders chased after me and surrounded me. I had no way out. They almost killed me. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't turned me down. It wasn't Hiroko's fault that I'd almost been killed. I knew it in my head, but my heart refused to stop those angry words from spilling out of my mouth. Hiroko said nothing in response to my irrational accusation at first. You're right. I could have handled that better yesterday. You're already crushed by everyone's unkind words and deeds. I should have been more considerate. So here's a token of reconciliation from me to you. She took out a box she had been holding onto her arm and handed it to me. Token of reconciliation? Open it. I think you'll like what you see. I took the box and gingerly lifted the cover. Inside was... What? It was the dead body of a gigantic bee. Is this some sort of a sick joke? No, wait. This bee... Isn't this one of the sponsor's bees? You killed it? I did. I took advantage of the chaos after Karara was killed to secure one. As a research sample. What sort of research? You can't be this stupid. Research that will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of a game. I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Hiroko talked about killing the sponsor. The sponsor's invincible. We can't kill them the way we are right now.
Oh.
We can, as long as we find a way to deal with the 2 weapons they wield. 2 weapons?
Oh.
The bee is the first. The other is that suit they're wearing. That spacesuit thing? Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. She was right. We attacked the fellow with all of our might, but didn't even manage to scratch the suit. The outfit clearly had some special powers attached to it. How confident are you of finding something?
Oh.
My research on the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weaknesses in the very near future. Really? However, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit to spare time for anything else. I've not done anything about that bee, or the identity of the sponsor yet. And you're bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower. Something like that. So, are you willing to join me in my quest to bring down the sponsor? If that were truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed. But there were some things that were bothering me. If you wanted my help, why did you turn me down yesterday when I asked to team up? Then you wouldn't have had to come over again today to do this. Where are your brains? Try to remember what my exact words were. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Sure, you understood the implication? That I would be teaming up with you outside of the game instead. Oh, sorry, I guess I couldn't see past that big bush you were beating around. You've been nothing but dismissive of me so far. When I was alienated, you didn't try to take my side. Yes, I do think I could have handled that better, but can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. The person I am right now? It sounded like there was a deeper meaning to her statement, but I decided this wasn't the time or place to pursue it. The Takumi Sumino that I know is essentially a good person. He cherishes his friends, has a strong sense of justice, and possesses good leadership qualities. Someone worthy of my trust. However, you killed Eito on the night of day 2. A would-be traitor who had yet to do anything out of line. That created some doubts in me. I had to wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi I know. That is why I've been assessing you from a slight distance, to see whether you, the person you are right now, can be trusted. It was starting to make sense now. Like, why she wanted to come with me to Second Last Defense Academy when I went there. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. We can chat later. Let's be on our way. I couldn't find a definitive answer to my question until that day, when the game sponsor appeared and fatally wounded Kurara. You were the first to attack the unknown enemy in order to save her, with no care about what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced.
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
My tears threatened to spill over despite myself. To think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everyone else. There, I said it. Now are you willing to work with me to bring down the sponsor? I'm not taking no for an answer. I wasn't as cold-hearted as to say no to someone who had just bared so much of their heart to me. However, you know I want nothing more than to do just that. But I'm already in a team with Yugamu. What should we do about him? He's welcome to join us. His knowledge in biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that bee. He may not want to go against the sponsor though. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to err on the side of discretion and deliberation. And that's where your leadership abilities come into play. Leader? What? You have just been appointed to the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. Hang on a minute. Shouldn't the one who suggested the partnership in the first place be responsible for taking the lead in... You know I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is just not my kind of thing. Excuse me? You expect me to believe you after all that tyranny you displayed in the previous 100 days?
Oh.
I'll leave the convincing to you, leader. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance will turn this situation around. Defeating the invincible sponsor of this game. It sounded impossible, but being told we could do this by Hiroko of all people, somehow it felt like we really could. Maybe the others would have a better opinion of me if I played a part in taking down the sponsor. Maybe we could become friends again. I fell asleep, clinging to that small ray of hope that had lighted up in my heart. Okay. Well, it asked me to save. So, I think that's a good place to stop for today. Mochi's probably still sleeping. But it's weird. It's weird, you know? It's weird. The existence of the bees and the sponsor, you know?
Yeah, like, where did that come from? That seems like so out of nowhere.
Okay, I think, obviously, right? They seem so, like, well-versed in humoanima and humoanima technology. And they were also, like, regarding, like, the bees that can drain cryptoglobin, right? And also their suit that is completely immune to our humoanima. Like, that shows that they're, you know, yeah. And then they also prepared more fire extinguishers for us to get through the undying flames. So, obviously, like, surely, they're a part of the higher-ups that are, like, organizing everything here, right? But then the question is, like, why choose to step in? What decision? Yeah, why choose to step in? And obviously, like, it's still weird, because if they are part of the higher-ups, it's weird that they're choosing to kill and sacrifice us, right? Because that never happened in the first 100 days. And now that it seems like if they are the higher-ups, it seems like for some reason they're willing to sacrifice us and instead, like, put us on, like, the offensive and be all aggressive toward the invaders. Which, yeah, what triggered that?
Maybe there's something that, like, because maybe it's all like an act. Like, maybe the sponsor isn't going to kill the lowest point scorer. They're just doing this because they think this might be a more, like, efficient way to defend the academy or something.
I mean, they still killed Kurara.
Okay, then.
Like, I guess we won't know if the actual leaderboard execution is real until day 35, but yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Why? Yeah. I feel like we won't know what triggered this until we explore a bit more, you know? Like, this whole route, this whole branch. But yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, I want to go back here. I want to go back here. But we need to finish this. I'm gonna say the name of the route, but maybe we're not on this route, but I feel like we are. I'm pretty sure. You don't mind if you hear the name of the route, right, Josh? I'm pretty sure that we're on the killing game route.
Wow. That sure is the name of this route. Wow.
I miss Gaku. I miss Gaku. Damn. Kevin, what do you think?
I think the thing is weird.
Well, yeah, we figured. Okay, let's see. What new stuff have we unlocked? So in summary, what basically happened today was that yeah, we got another ultimatum and we decided to participate in the killing game, and everyone got roped in as well, and Kurara died as a result. Mysterious sponsor shows up who has some sort of cryptoglobin technology that gives him immunity, and these bees that are able to drain cryptoglobin as well. Now we're on this like leaderboard to, yeah, and the last person will be eliminated every 10 days. And Yugamu has taken an interest in us. That's one way to say it. See, what is the point about the handwriting being different, right? Like, is that trying to suggest that it's a different person?
It's a possibility.
Like, surely the writers could just keep the handwriting the same, right? They obviously want to introduce this possibility for some reason.
I think, I mean, it's a perfectly valid theory, and it can make sense in canon as well.
What theory?
The theory that they're two different people.
Right. Okay. That's where I'll stop this game for today. And we'll see. Okay. We just ended with like Kiriko forming the anti-sponsor alliance, which I assume consists of Terumi, Hiroko, myself, and Yugamu. Yugamu and I will be investigating the qualities of the bee, and Hiroko is apparently making progress on how we can break through that suit. And hopefully we can finish all that before day 35, so no one will be executed. But we'll have to find out on Saturday.